Thank you, everybody, so much. I told Dave Barger. Dave is the CEO and president of JetBlue. I said, if you make the decision to come to Albuquerque, you'll be happy that you did. And by the reception we're receiving tonight, I'm really proud of our community because JetBlue is a very special company, and it's run by a very special gentleman who's made the decision, along with his board of directors, to invest in our city, to increase our options for leisure travel, for business travel, to bring the East Coast directly into Albuquerque and vice versa. So the reasons to celebrate today are many. And I also told Dave, I said, if you decide to come to Albuquerque, you'll get a chance to do and see things that you don't just get to do and see anywhere else in the country and really in the world. And he said, really? I said, really. So this is another great example of why that works.
That's awesome.
Before I go any further, I really want to recognize a rock star in our community. I call her a rock star, and she doesn't like it when I do that. Look, she's already creeping to the back over here. Miss Ann Rhodes was instrumental in bringing JetBlue to the city of Albuquerque. Ann, as you know, she's an icon in our community. She's also on the board of directors for JetBlue. And between the two of us, begging and pleading and doing all the things that you do to make deals, she really deserves a lot of this credit for bringing in JetBlue. Let's give Ann a great round of applause. Oh, okay. We also we had a fun flight in today. I'll let Dave talk about it a little bit, but we did some door prizes. We had some Gruet champagne. We had some of the great local microbreweries. We had Santa Fe Brewing Company, Marlboro Brewery. So some of the folks that came in, we had a rather full flight today. They got a chance to taste and experience some of the things that we do really well in New Mexico and in Albuquerque. A lot of folks to thank. We have a lot of our business leaders and our community leaders that went to New York with us to make sure that Dave and JetBlue could see the commitment that Albuquerque has to JetBlue as well. And a lot of them are here. So all the traveling folks, raise your hand. We have a lot of our community leaders that traveled with us. So thank you so much for going. Of course, ACVB, Dale and Tanya are here, and their crew. They were very instrumental in this as well. So thanks to ACVB for all of your great work that you've done as well. And we've also got some folks that we want to thank. Do we have any of our ambassadors here tonight? Any of our Sunport ambassadors? Thank you so much for what you're doing. We really appreciate that. So we're going to do. John, do you want to do the blessing now, or do you want to do some of the gifts and things?
Yeah, let's do the blessing.
Let's do this. We're gonna start here, and we were gonna have Andrew, but Andrew's downstairs playing the flute.
No, he came up.
Oh, there he is, right there. We were gonna have Andrew Thomas give us the blessing tonight. So, Andrew, if you'd be so happy to do that, we'd be very appreciative. Thank you so much.
Great.
Thank you so much, and of course, welcome everybody to the land of entrapment. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the land of enchantment. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Of course, when we come together, we're very strong. And without prayer, we're nothing. In our prayers, we have remembered where we're from, and to recognize our natural order, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. In partnership with the spiritual Mother of the Earth and Father Sky, as we become the Earth's surface people, we're allowed to do these wonderful things, to travel abroad. In our prayers, we always ask for forgiveness, to recognize human beings with dignity and respect, and to honor one another from all nations. In the state of New Mexico, we're the gateway to all the 19 pueblos, to the great Navajo Nation and all the Apache tribes. We welcome you. In our prayer, let there be blessing from here, in my language. Yadalkil, Shah, Digin Lini, Digin Noslini. Kodun Jano Ella Nasi Dli. Benat Nishin Jno Nade Kaidolil. Ha Ate Lo Shata Ado Nahakons. Ni Yasni Alt Kodabenhik, Hojon Dolil. Hojondo le son be ba kun ni zin do le no hasan shma. Ya da khil. Ada khayo khatn lini no dat lis no dat so cha khil cha no al na san. Hojondo le son be ba kun ni zin li. Kumane e ya JetBlue be no airline. Be nas na ne khatole. Be nishinjno na de khatole no san. Hojondo le. Hojondo hasli. Hojondo hasli. Hojondo hasli. Hojondo hasli. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Andrew. I was telling Dave, we've got quite a collective group of leaders here tonight. We've got state legislators here. Our state legislators, would you raise your hand and recognize thank you for being here. We've got several of my colleagues, mayors from Los Ranchos and from Corrales I see out here. Any other mayors here tonight? We got mayors from the area here. Our aviation board is here. A lot of our folks, I see several of our aviation commissioners that are here tonight. Thank you for being here as well.
Thank you very much.
Just a lot of our great directors from the city of Albuquerque. I see a number of our fantastic employees. Some of our 6,000 wonderful employees are here tonight, and they really keep the city running. So thank you so much for all that you do, everybody, as well. I'm going to do one thing before I turn the microphone over to Dave Barger. I want to give a special thanks both to Dave and to Ann. And Andrew talked about the 19 Pueblos. We have a wonderful, one of the great assets, and we've got many. We have the National Hispanic Cultural Center. We've got Old Town Nob Hill. We've got the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center. And we went with, I know that Mike is here, Mike Canfield. I saw Mike earlier. Mike, where are you? Well, Mike's right over here. Mike, thank you so much. And part of what we talked to JetBlue about is bringing folks to the city of Albuquerque and really, as I said earlier, doing and seeing things that are very unique to us. We got with Mike earlier in the week, or last week, at the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center, and we asked him if we could give Dave Barger and Ann Rhodes a special gift that they could take back to their offices to remember the inaugural flight in Albuquerque and to remember New Mexico and how very, very unique we are. So with that, I'm going to present Dave Barger with this.
Very nice.
This is Santa Clara pottery. This is a seed pot. These are absolutely, I won't be able to do justice on the description. But this is very unique to New Mexico. And on this it says, to Dave Barger, in commemoration of JetBlue's inaugural flight to Albuquerque, New Mexico on April 22nd, 2013.
Oh, beautiful.
We're not attached, but David, I want you to have that. Thank you so much.
Absolutely beautiful.
And for Ann Rhodes, Ann, we got you this beautiful Acoma pot. And it also on it says to Ann Rhodes in commemoration of JetBlue's inaugural flight on April 22nd, 2013. So these came from the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center. So.
Mayor, if I may, it's I can't take the podium on behalf of our almost 15,000 strong Mayor Barry unless I bring Ann Rhodes up here as well. And Ann, again, long-term, actually one of our founding officers, board member today, who lives right here in Albuquerque, and now you can fly nonstop to New York, right? You can fly nonstop, 7 days a week to New York. And may I just have you say a few words before, again, on behalf of our team, I say, again, welcome to the Sunport here. Ann Rhodes, great.
Hey. I have to tell you, you all get to help me with my bucket list. I'm crossing off something tonight. After 14 years, I am so happy, and you all are going to be so happy because you're going to get exposed to the best brand in the airline business. And I want to begin by telling you why we're a great brand, and we're a great brand because, as Dave says, we have just under 15,000 employees, but they're all A employees. And they're not just employees with the competencies, they're employees with the right values. And two of them flew us in here, which would be Kim and Jay. And Jay is from here, our captain, who flew us in tonight. He may be the only one in the room that's happier than I am. He's been commuting for 8 years. And he flew us in with a team of the best flight attendants you will ever meet. Letitia, Leah, and Kelly. I can tell you that it's been a great pleasure to be part of growing JetBlue. And when I went to New York about 14 and a half or almost 15 years ago, Dave doesn't want to say I'm the oldest member of the board, but he's my little brother. I used to call him older. He makes me call him little brother, younger brother. I will tell you that I got exposed to probably the greatest leader that I've ever had the pleasure of working with, and his name is Dave Barger. And I am so glad he's here today, and so glad we're here, and it's time for Dave.
Andy, thank you. And thanks so much for the kind words. Mayor Barry, thank you so much as well. I know you're here with Marie, and I see you right here, and all the good work. Jim, thank you for the support here of the airport as well. Just great to be at the ABQ Sunport. So really on behalf of 14,500 strong, and of course Jay and Kim up front, again, welcome home, Captain, right? It was so nice for you to land here on runway 26. And as well with Leanne and Kathy and Tish, our in-flight crew, making our way across close to 1,600 miles. It looked like about 10 open seats on the aircraft out of JFK today on our inaugural flight. And I just can't tell you how pleased we are to be in Albuquerque, here at the Sunport, in the land of enchantment in New Mexico. So on behalf of, again, close to 15,000 strong, let us give you a round of applause for just great support. Thank you so much for the warm welcome today. Andrew, as well, thank you so much for the prayer. And the flute is playing as well as we're off the aircraft, and the delightful, as we see the gifts, all the customers off of our aircraft today. And what's so special about, I think, our brand is it's really people like you. And I'll tell you, Ann has talked about Albuquerque for a long period of time. But meeting Mayor Barry at Education Nation, right, in New York City, had nothing to do with flying into this part of the world. Meeting the mayor, then meeting his team, people like John Garcia and the team. I mean, it's just terrific in terms of the support that we saw to say, hey, listen, today will be our 77th Blue City. And when I think that not too long ago, 14 years ago, we started our brand to fly nonstop today. And by the way, the flight number is going to be changing. I think you'll have fun with this. Today, the flight is called 1505. And in the very near future, this will be Flight 66 on behalf of Route 66. Thought you'd like that brand name. This year, we're going to approximately accommodate 31 million customers. And we plan to fly to, we've already announced 80 cities. But it's this type of turnout, it's this type of support, it's trial to the community. Give us a chance. Fly us nonstop to New York. Connect across New England. We had 22 connecting customers today. Travel with us down into Latin America. 23 partner airlines to 6 continents as well. I think my message really to the city of Albuquerque, to the region, try us. Just give us a chance. And when I say give us a chance, it's interesting. This is the largest city that previous to today did not have nonstop service to New York City. And so it was obvious for us to connect the dots, if you will, between our home at Kennedy Airport and then here at the Sunport at Albuquerque. So I think give us trial. Give us a shot. That's what we're asking for. And what you'll see today, I love the piñata, by the way. I'm wondering what's inside. What you'll see is the youngest fleet across the United States of any major carrier. So young fleet, think environmentally friendly here on Earth Day. And it's a comfortable cabin, 150 seats. This airplane can accommodate 178 seats on the aircraft. It's comfortable. Assigned seats, no overbooking. In-flight entertainment, including 40 channels of DirecTV, 100 channels of Sirius XM radio. If you haven't tried us, soon you'll have an opportunity with full broadband Wi-Fi as well with our partners from Viasat in Southern California, all in the cost of a ticket. And so I think the ability to give us a shot, really that's all we're asking for. And I think, it's easy for me to be at the podium to say, hey, listen, give us a shot. but 8 years in a row, best in class, J.D. Power and Associates. We'll find out if number 9 is on the horizon. Thank you, Mayor. But this is where it's happening. It's the hard product. It's the our crew members making it happen, but it's the community, such as you, supporting us. That word of mouth. Let us know also when we have opportunities to correct maybe an opportunity in our operation day in and day out. Well, let me tell you also, the mayor mentioned coming across from Kennedy Airport today. We had a very nice clearance out of JFK. A tough operating day with the winds in New York, but the ability to come across the country, and I think about 4 hours and 14 minutes, Captain, 4:21 approximately, and welcomed all the way across, right, as we were making our way across the centers. And we also celebrated Earth Day, again, on board the aircraft, and I just want to share with you, not only did we bring in our newest aircraft with sharklets, which saves 3.3% of fuel burn. We saved 110 gallons worth of fuel coming across the country with the new sharklets on the end of the wing. Really positive stuff. By the way, Jim, the Sunport and really the use of, you have a huge resource here in solar energy, and you use it in this airport. When you start talking about sustainability, responsibility, that's important to us. And we also, with our partner carbonfund.org, we'll be planting a tree for every inbound and outbound customer today. And those trees will be planted in the Valles Caldera National Preserve. And we certainly know that there was, wildfires were pretty tough when we think about what transpired with the Las Conchas fire and the Rito de los Indios watershed. And so this is who we are in terms of partnering with the community. It's not just about airplanes in and out. It's being a member of your community, Mayor. It's being personal in terms of what we're doing day in and day out. So before I close, really on behalf of 15,000 strong, Greg Jenkins, our general manager. Greg, I've known you for a long time, up in Burlington, Vermont, right? And then as you made your way down to JetBlue University in Orlando, helping to teach. Think about that, educating. That's what we love about our crew members, teaching others really about proficiency, efficiency, living our values, safety, caring, integrity, passion, and fun. Greg, welcome to your first assignment as a general manager here in Albuquerque. I know you most recently came from Burlington, Vermont as well, joining the company in 2001. How about a round of applause for our new general manager, Greg Jenkins. You're welcome, Greg. And if I may, we always have a tradition, and I think our tradition is right over here, April, and I'm going to ask Greg if you could step across. And you have your crew members here as well. Mayor, I'm going to ask for your assistance as well here. Jim, come on over. Ann Rhodes, help me present to Greg Jenkins, our newest general manager in the JetBlue system. We have this tradition of unveiling a destination poster. Greg, this is for you and your team here in Albuquerque. Let's unveil the poster. This painting, this rendering. And congratulations. Great stuff. Well, as I come to close, I can't tell you how excited we are as an organization, how pleased we are literally to be in Albuquerque, here at the Sunport in New Mexico, the land of enchantment. Thank you for the tremendous support. We're here because of people like, again, Mayor Berry, just the approach of Ann Rhodes over 14 years. I know that Ann, I'm not going to have to hear any more about let's fly nonstop from New York to Albuquerque. One last order of business. We're going to cut a ceremonial ribbon. I don't think we're going to come anywhere close to touching this beautiful piñata. Let me just say on behalf of JetBlue, thank you so much for the support. We're so excited to be in Albuquerque. Thank you for the tremendous greeting this evening. Appreciate it very much. Thank you.